What's up, Boy fam? Welcome to the first Brawl Talk review. So for this, I'm going to be only talking about what I consider the important parts of the review. So you can click the first link in my description to get this player icon and make sure to like and subscribe while you're down there. Thanks, let's get into the video. So first, we have Squidward Mortis, who is the Brawl Pass skin for the season with 2 color variants. So next is SpongeBob El Primo, which looks like a pretty sick skin. Then there's Patrick Buzz, which I like. I saw the fan concept that looked similar, and I didn't like it at first, but they made it look pretty good. Then there's Sandy Jesse, which as a Jesse player, I really like. I think the turret looks sick, and it's very animated. Then there's Mr. Krabs Tick, which I like, but it looks a little too similar to King Crab Tick for me. And I feel like making similar skins is going to change the brawler's image into the skin, so everyone's going to think of Tick as a crab. Then there's Plankton Daryl, which I like, but I don't really like playing Daryl, so it's whatever. Next is the power-ups. Each type of brawler, tanks, damage dealers, etc. gets their own type of power-up, and there's 3 different levels. For tanks, you get 3 Krabby Patties that orbit around you, act as your shield, and then when broken, give you a shield, make you faster, and charge your super. For support, you get a permanent healing area around you, and healing your teammates gives you super. You also drop a power cube whenever you use your super. For damage dealers, you get a chum ball when you hit an enemy that gives you homing and projectiles, faster movement speed, and heals you a little bit for a short period of time. For marksman, you get up to 2 boosted shots powered by Squidward's clarinet that pierce walls and brawlers, making it easier to get kills. For controllers, your attack leaves a trail of bubbles that hurts enemies, and at the end, it leaves more bubbles doing a lot of damage. For assassins, a spatula will appear around you and finish enemies when they are low, as long as you have the spatula. You also become invis and get a speed boost when you have the spatula. For throwers, after a cooldown, a pineapple house falls from above, dealing damage and leaving a Brock-like fire on the ground that burns damage in the area. The thing about these is they're like the Godzilla mutations where they only work in certain set modes. To get them, you open power meals, just like the mutation eggs. So, Mr. Krabs opened a new store with a new in-game currency where you can get power meals and Krusty Cash, which you can use on different deals in Mr. Krabs' shop. This is also where you get skins for the SpongeBob season. To get Krusty Cash, you get some daily, and you also get some from getting your first win, just like in the Brawl Box event. So overall, I think this event seems pretty cool, but it seems very similar to the Godzilla event, which I didn't love because of how one time those cosmetics were. So there's 2 new game modes. The first one is where jellyfish spawn around the map, and you pick them up and hold them long enough for them to give you a point. If you have the most at the end of the game, your team wins. If you kill or get killed while you have one, you drop them. Well, I'd love to explain the next one. I think Drew does it best.
Trio Showdown. It's like Duo Showdown, except there are 3 of you. So I guess it's like Trio Showdown.
So pretty much there's 12 brawlers and 4 teams. If one of your teammates is still alive, it's just like Duo Showdown where you get to come back. Now for everyone's favorite part, the new brawlers, and I'll let them show and give my opinion after.
Now part of the Star Park maintenance team, Mo uses his special digging abilities to maintain the sewer tunnels and wreak havoc in Brawl.
Mo uses his shovels as weapons that throw stones across the map and deal area damage with each bounce.
When he activates his super, Mo climbs into his hand-built digging machine and travels across the map to destroy whatever is there.
He may be small, but he sure knows how to cause big trouble.
Mo is a mythic damage dealer, the final member of the Castle Courtyard trio, and will be available on August 29th with his 29-gem Monster.
Mo seems like a decent brawler who has 2 different attacks and uses his super to switch attacks temporarily, similar to Draco. His first attack seems to be a mid-range attack that splits halfway into 5 projectiles, similar to Bonnie's Wisdom Tooth Star Power, but doubles up on the way you aimed and splits again. His super is like a Daryl super, but underground, so he's invincible, like Miko's super. He seems to do damage on impact when he comes out of his super. Once he comes out, he is in a drill form that's similar to the Mighty Miner from Clash Royale, because he holds down his drill on the enemy, but the damage does not go up over time. As a mythic, he will take some time to unlock, but I think he'll be good. He completes the Castle Courtyard trio with Grom and Ash. I don't really like his skin, but I'm not a cosmetic type of player. I go more for progress.
It's about time Star Park got a sushi joint, and with it comes a legendary assassin, Kenji.
This samurai turned sushi chef has a wholesome life with his family in Star Park, but we can't help feel he's trying to hide something from his past.
Kenji has 2 separate attack patterns which alternate with each attack, a dash and a wide slash.
For his super, Kenji targets an area with a super slash, dealing heavy damage and becoming invulnerable for a short period.
The sushi samurai will be joining Star Park and Star on September 26th. He will also be launching with his Fruit Samurai skin.
Genji is a pretty self-explanatory brawler who has a BB-like attack and a Mortis-like dash as his second attack. His super seems really cool. My biggest problem with him is that he's the second legendary brawler we've gotten recently, as well as Clancy, so I think it's getting pretty hard for free-to-play players to get fame. I used to have fame, but now I don't, because I haven't gotten Clancy. I would love a new super rare brawler or rare brawler as long as they're pretty bad so they don't break the game. I think they do a pretty good job of explaining the hyperchargers pretty quick, so I'll let them do it.
Local super overheals, adding a shield for the amount of extra healing given.
Mortis' super now returns at max distance, dealing the same damage and healing again. A real 2 times value bundle.
Squeak's super projectiles now bounce and split one more time.
Tara's super is bigger and lasts for a longer time.
Nanny's hypercharge makes her super beep grow in size while increasing in speed.
Surge hits max level and unlocks a level 5 upgrade for the duration of his hypercharge. Surge's shots now split regardless of hitting an enemy, and the split projectiles travel further. He also gains slightly increased...
I don't really care about skins, so I'm going to fast forward the next part, but feel free to watch it. It's definitely still watchable.
October season sees us
Skeletal Surge is the Brawl-Pass skin, alongside the villainous and anti-hero Chromas.
Nightmare Nanny. She will haunt you in battle and in your dreams.
Lockpick it. What was that? Must have been the wind.
Dread Knight Draco has traded his guitar axe for a real axe, and is ready to shred brawlers instead of solos.
Dark Hero is solid as a rock or a castle made of rock.
Malicious Mandy, the ranked skin of the season, has kept her royalty, but has fallen into darkness.
Possessed Poco has a bone to pick with you.
The two main changes are the new ranked modifiers, where there's Gadgets Galore, where there's infinite gadgets but 15-second cooldowns, and there's also Momentum, where if you hit a brawler, you get a speed boost. It also works with pets or turrets. There's 3 new game modes, one Pleasant Plunder, Deadweight, and Zombie Ball. I'm excited for Zombie Ball because I think it's similar to Volleyball, which I missed because I thought it was fun. The rest is skins, so feel free to stick around and watch it and see the new skins for this season.
Decaying Dynamite, who doesn't use his multiple brains so well.
Future Pound is back from the dead to give you a hug.
And we have 3 skins for the Harvest Festival.
Light up the sky with these skins: Moon Guardian Crow, Moon Guardian Hen, and Moon Guardian Chester.
Captain, we need more power. I mean skins.
Grand Primo, advance to Circus Salsa.
Cuckoo Collect. She knows the truth even if he didn't have it.
Red Jacket Rico, now he's only missing the box.
Support the Brawl Stars Championship prize pool with the fans' bank skin. Esports
To the game.
Your Good Bell, our first Supercell make ranked skin, designed by Boi-BS, and it'll be available during the SpongeBob season. Use the hashtag Mudguardian Hank giveaway for a chance to get this awesome skin.
And Brock is getting his old jacket and haircut back. And you can choose which one you want to use.
It's Mortis' head all over again.